Where's this guy from? Indonesia. Now, I am more than capable of losing to an opening like this, as I've proven time and time again. But this is not the way you play chess. Okay, it's just not. Central control, rapidly develop your pieces, get your king castled. That's what it's all about. Let's just keep the tension here. I don't want to commit my king too early, because I did give my opponent a hook here to attack potentially. So, you know, I got to be mindful of that. Let's see. Now that the bishop's come to b7, I think it makes sense playing this central advanced. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's come here. So I like that we still have 4 minor pieces on the board. Okay. Yeah, I think black was pretty much forced to play that. If he castled, he would have lost the piece. Okay. So one way we could activate this bishop potentially is by playing bishop h3. Okay. There's not much doing on this diagonal, okay? So we're just gonna try to reroute the bishop. And maybe now we can just plant this knight on the juicy g5 square. Thank you so much for the follow from Klept. Klept2R, man. Welcome to Team MVP. Oh, Hans Niemann. That makes sense. Hombres, thank you. Oh, 3 tips, Klept. 3 tips, okay? I'm a professional coach. I also teach a lot in elementary schools. So I always tell my elementary students, 3 things you want to do in the opening. Control the center, rapidly develop your pieces, and get your king castled, okay? So for someone at your rating, that's what you should be focusing on right now, okay? Let's see. I think it makes sense to exchange off our bad bishop for our opponent's good bishop. And he comes over with the queen. Okay. I guess it's time to castle. I think this is safe. I hope this is safe. So I'm not sure if bishop h3 and taking on c8 was the right exchange for us. We'll find out. Okay. Tickling our bishop. I think it makes a lot of sense to just kick this knight. Pre-move that capture. Now, he can, in certain lines, land his queen on h3. I don't think that's a problem for us, though. It looks a little scary, but a simple rook lift and bringing the rook over will expel the queen. So I'm not too concerned about that, really. And now we can just kind of shut that down altogether by just bringing the king up, get more control over the light squares. So our opponent is not castling, basically. That's a lot of light square weaknesses. I'm just going to throw the knight in. I'm okay sacrificing a pawn here because I'm going to get a monster knight on d5. Absolute monster piece. We're good with that. We have the safer king and we're just going to try to open things up. Basically the name of the game. This knight is worth, I would say, about as much as a rook. So there is not a piece on the board that can exchange it off, that can dislodge it. You can't even sacrifice the exchange for it. So this is just a completely dominant knight, and frankly, a kind of a positionally winning position. Yeah, and that too. So he saw that. He saw that. I think it's time to start. How do we break through? It's not much for black to do in this position. Wow. Alright, let's keep the tension. If he wants to take, he's got to open up the B file. And believe me, if you're black right now, you do not want to be opening any files. He opened the file. Okay, you can put the rook there, but now after this exchange, I have complete control over the file. And my rook's going to be coming to the 7th rank. So this is looking very, very juicy. Doing okay on time. It's a little hard to know how to make progress in this position, to be honest. One thing I don't want to allow is the move f4, so I think I need to take here. I don't want to allow f4 with undermining this. Okay, and then I can come here. So now my queen is kind of wiggling in a little bit. Takes. There are no entry points on the F file for his rook. Meanwhile, our rook is on the 7th rank. Meanwhile, ooh. Okay. I don't want to give up our awesome knight. Let's bring the rook over here. So the queen comes in, but I think we're going to have some... The queen is a good defensive piece, and it's a long way away from the king now. It's a long way away from the king. In certain lines, he may have a perpetual... I think it's possible that this game ends in a perpetual check, unfortunately. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. This is looking very drawish to me. Yeah, it's a shame that I let that queen get active on the B file. Rook A7. Rook A7 was not the move. I should have just calmly retreated the rook, maybe to B2 or something like that. Yeah, my opponent needs to take a perpetual because he's just lost otherwise. The Bond Cloud opening is kind of a joke. It's not a real opening. It's just instead of controlling the center, developing your pieces, castling your king, you're playing pawn to E4 on the first move and then king E2. So it's just kind of like a joke opening. All right, so our opponent managed to salvage a draw with a perpetual there at the end. So nice play by him to salvage that. So I played rook C1 in this position. Looks like I could have just gone on with H4 right away, but we got there in the end. One thing I really want to check is, so bishop H3 was good, and it was best to just take off that exchange R. So that was our bad bishop because it was on the same color complex as all of these pawns, okay? Whereas that was black's good bishop because it was on the opposite color of all the central pawns. So it just has more scope. Okay, so castling was a mistake. Not that much of a mistake. That's pretty harsh. Okay, it may have been a good idea to come in and control this light scores a little bit better with the queen. But this was all fine. So that was a miss. I could have played F4 immediately. But our decision to come in here, I think, was a good one. We got this great knight. And here's where I thought we started getting a little bit of an advantage. Well, we already have, I think, a little bit of an advantage, but like getting a really nice position. We got the rook here. He played F5, only move. I played E takes F5. Nice. That was a hard capture for me to make, but I don't want to allow this move because then my entire structure gets undermined. So I took and I played Queen E4, best move. And that was a blunder. How does that lose a pawn? I played the best move. Okay, Rook A7 was best. Queen B8 best. Oh, I should have just taken the pawn. What am I doing? Oh, I saw this tactic. I saw this tactic, but I saw it in connection with Queen A8. But look at this. When the queen came here, I could have just put the rook right here. If queen takes, boom, knight F6 with the discovery. So I actually had a way tactically to keep my rook on the B file and on the 7th rank that I missed. So once I missed that opportunity, then the queen got in, active, only move, and this is just Queen F2, really good. It's just a perpetual, just because of my king's position. Yeah, it's a good game by Hamza, who's from Indonesia, by the way. Good game to you. So unfortunately, that's going to do it for me today. It's a shame because we got a lot of new followers. We've had a pretty active chat, which is really awesome. I just encourage you guys to come back tomorrow, okay? Where I'm going to start streaming at 9 Eastern, approximately. And that will be more of a usual day where I can hang a little bit longer than I am right now. But I do have a really important appointment to get to, so I unfortunately have to bounce. But let's just go through and give a shout out to Kramnik Cheats. Awesome username. Thanks for the follow. Minkoa loves chess. Thanks for the follow. Hombres. It was great to have you on the channel. Welcome to Team MVP. SJD, good luck. on your chess journey, be sure to come over and check it out, okay? I think you can really improve by following our channel closely, okay? So turn on your alerts. And Klept, thank you so much for the follow. Let's just hit up the chat real quick. Rajesh, good to see you as always. Bagels, Darth Lucas, thanks for stopping by. Kramnik Cheats, we already got. K Rico, good to see you, man. Hope all is well in Asia. Hombres. Yeah, I think that'll about do it. So the time, SJD, for the next stream is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. You can see that if you log on to my Twitch channel. You can see the schedule there, and I think it will change it based on your time zone, so you don't have to do the mental calculations on your own. But the easiest way is to not only follow but turn on notifications, so that when I go live, you'll get a push notification to easily join the stream. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.